Are artificial sweeteners actually healthy or secretly harmful? Some people say they help with weight loss. Some say they confuse your metabolism. Others say they're completely safe. So, what does actual research suggest? Not internet rumors. Today, we're breaking this down in simple language: benefits, risks, myths, and smart use, so you can decide what makes sense for you. Ever wondered why your diet soda or sugar-free gum tastes so sweet, yet has almost no calories? Let's break it down. Artificial sweeteners are substances that make food taste sweet, but provide very few or zero calories. Basically, they're sugar, just way stronger. You'll find them in diet drinks, sugar-free gum, protein bars, zero-sugar desserts, low-calorie yogurts, and even diabetic-friendly foods. Common types: aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, ace-sulfame K, neotame, and even stevia-based sweeteners from plants. Here's the crazy part. Many of these are 200 to 700 times sweeter than sugar. That means just a tiny pinch is enough to make things super sweet and keep calories low. Up next, we'll see how these sweeteners really affect your body. Helpful or harmful? Did you know humans are naturally wired to love sweet tastes? It's not just a craving, it's biology. Sweet flavors signal energy to your brain, which is why we feel instantly rewarded after eating something sugary. That's also why food companies work so hard to make their products taste sweet while cutting calories. Enter artificial sweeteners, a clever shortcut. All the sweet taste, but without the sugar load. Sounds perfect, right? But here's the catch. Does your body actually respond to that sweetness the same way it does to real sugar? That's the big question, and the answer might surprise you. Stick around because we're diving into how your brain and metabolism react to these zero-calorie sweeteners. So, when can artificial sweeteners actually be helpful? First, they can cut down your total sugar intake. If you're drinking multiple sugary sodas every day, swapping them for low-calorie versions can drastically reduce sugar, and those saved calories add up fast. Second, they can support weight management. But here's the key. They only help when they replace sugar, not when you keep adding desserts and treats on top. Otherwise, the benefits vanish. Third, blood sugar control. Most artificial sweeteners don't spike your blood glucose like regular sugar, which is why they're often used in diabetes-friendly products. And finally, there's a bonus: dental benefits. Sugar feeds the bacteria that cause cavities, but most sweeteners don't, which is why sugar-free gum exists. So used smartly, these tiny sweetness substitutes can actually make a meaningful difference. Did you know that in the United States and many countries around the world, artificial sweeteners are strictly regulated? Every approved sweetener goes through extensive safety testing. Authorities set what's called the Acceptable Daily Intake, or ADI, the amount considered safe to consume every single day over a lifetime with a built-in safety margin. The good news? Most people never come close to that limit in normal use. So when a sweetener is approved, it doesn't mean unlimited. It simply means safe within the recommended limits. Now, let's talk about the potential concerns of artificial sweeteners, without the hype. First, some studies suggest that very sweet taste without calories may keep your sweet cravings active, making it harder to enjoy naturally less sweet foods. Second, there's the compensation effect. Some people drink diet soda or eat sugar-free treats, then think, I saved calories, and eat extra desserts, which cancels the benefit. Third, ongoing research is looking at how certain sweeteners might affect the gut microbiome, but the results are still mixed and mostly dose-dependent. And finally, a small number of people report headaches, bloating, or digestive discomfort with some sweeteners. The takeaway? Evidence doesn't suggest panic, but moderation and listening to your body are key. Diet sodas are the biggest source of artificial sweeteners for many people. On the plus side, swapping a sugary soda for a diet version can cut calories and sugar, a simple, helpful switch. But here's the catch. If you replace water with diet drinks, you might develop a dependency on sweetness. The best rule? Follow this hierarchy. Water first, then unsweetened drinks, then diet drinks, and sugary drinks last. Remember, diet soda is better than sugar, but it's never better than water.
People often ask, what about honey, coconut sugar, or maple syrup? Here's the truth. These are natural sugars, but they're still sugars. Yes, they contain small nutrients, but the calorie impact is similar to regular sugar. On the other hand, plant-derived sweeteners like stevia and monk fruit offer sweetness with minimal calories, though processed forms can vary. The key takeaway? Natural doesn't automatically mean better. It's all about how much you consume.
Here's the smart way to use artificial sweeteners without backfiring. Use them to cut down on high sugar habits, not add extra sweetness. Don't combine multiple sweetened products in one day, and slowly lower your overall sweetness tolerance. Focus on whole foods most of the time. Rotate different types instead of overusing one, and pay attention to your cravings and hunger cues. The goal is simple: less sugar, not more sweetness. That's how sweeteners can actually help your health. Let's bust some common myths about artificial sweeteners. First, the idea that they automatically cause major diseases? False. Evidence shows they're safe at approved intake levels. Second, the myth that they guarantee weight loss? That only works if they replace sugar, not if you add extra treats on top. And finally, thinking more is fine because 0 calories. Wrong. Overusing sweeteners is never a smart strategy. The takeaway? Moderation is key, and smart use beats myths every time. So, are artificial sweeteners helpful or harmful? For most people, in moderation, they can be useful tools to cut down on sugar. But remember, they're not magic and cannot replace a balanced diet. Your overall eating pattern matters far more than any single ingredient. If this video helped you understand the topic, like and subscribe for more simple, science-based health breakdowns. And tell us in the comments,